big baits catch big fish. We've all heard it before, but just how true is that statement? When I go out fishing, I stick to baits that, I have a lot of confidence in. They're honestly not always the biggest, but have I been missing out? Have there been alternate realities where if I would have thrown a longer or thicker bait, the big fish would have munched it? Today, we are going to be searching for the truth. Do big lures actually catch big fish? So we are starting the day today over here at Sportsman's Warehouse. Mission today, buy big lure, try to get fish to eat big lure. Hopefully this store has like several options of plus size baits. Last time I actually went in here, this lady tried to kick me out, so that should kind of be interesting. Quick disclaimer, this is not a certified scientific science experiment. I'm just a normal guy. We're gonna be fishing new Google Maps water. I don't know if there's fish in them or if they're fishable. I just want to challenge myself and see if I can make this happen. Hey, maybe after this video, I'll be a new person. You can call me Big Bait First State. Keep these nice Florida trees, man. There are some big fish here with some large mouths. Bro, I just walked in. You're telling me $7 chair, dude? I've been on the lookout for a chair. You know what I mean? For like beach fishing and baiting and wading and stuff. You also have a couch. Now, how much is this? Gil, imagine pulling up the pond in this, doing a little pond hopping. Skirt. This store has a like dummy good fishing section. So here is just like a bunch of rods over there, a bunch of kids' rods. But dude, when you go around this corner, there's even more rods, and all those aisles on the other side are baits and lures and terminal tackle. They have string. All right, we're gonna try not to get yelled at this time in here, but dude, look at this. They have a lot of freshwater, saltwater, fly fishing stuff, like really a mix of everything. Look at these big rattle traps. But I was kind of just browsing, and then I found these right here. Dude, I don't know if you can see on camera. Hold on. Look at this. That is freaking crazy. I don't see a price tag on these big things. How big is this? Does it say? I don't know. That's definitely some inches. More than one. That is a freaking giant, dude. I don't know if I've ever thrown anything that big before, honestly. That's a cool thing. Like, we're in Florida. Ooh, dude, that's like a rainbow trout pattern one. That is so cool. But we're in Florida. There's big fish here, and there's big baits available in the stores. Look at this back. Come back here. This is literally the first aisle I turned down. We'll go look around a little bit. As I said, though, they also have a lot of saltwater stuff. This is 24 bucks. Dude, Rapala Magnum, dude. That is another freaking honker. Obviously, this stuff is like saltwater and pretty deep saltwater. Look at the lip on that. You see, now here's a section. Like, if I'm going bass fishing, this is like my comfort bait stuff. Like 5-inch Yamamoto Senko, watermelon red, maybe a big old pack of dingers or something. I have never seen these before. Holy. So Yamamoto, apparently now, I don't know if they've been doing this. Again, I don't throw big baits. I don't really look around for big baits. This is a 10-inch worm. Let's do the arm test angle again. I feel like it's hard to tell. Hello? I mean, here it is compared to my head. These are pretty darn big Kitex, 6.8 inches. The thing I like about this store too is they actually have a really good selection of different things. A lot of times, like, I love Bass Pro, I love Cabela's, but I feel like they just put a lot of their own brands in their stores, and they're missing like a lot of these smaller or more variety companies. I don't know, man. Sportsman Warehouse might be underrated. Here we go. We've also got some Magnum Finesse Yum Worms. These are a lot cheaper, and these are, I think these are 10 inches. I've thrown flukes. I've never thrown 7-inch Magnum Super Flukes. Right next to there, where'd they go? Mag Ol' Monster 12-inch green pumpkin. Dude, freaking 12-inch. That's crazy. That's like almost not even if you're fishing with a worm anymore. That's a freaking snake, dude. And then there's these dudes over here as well. That is another 10-inch worm option. That's the bullworm, man. Not no Alaskan bullworm. That's the Florida bullworm. All right, let's keep this going, man. What other big baits we got here? Okay, this is like the opposite of that, but this is what I'm saying, man. It's cool because they have just like a bunch of different stuff here. We've got tiny little crappy assortment of baits. Look at these things right there. That looks fire, especially for trout fishing. Back up north in Delaware. Just a bunch of, I guess crappie fishing is pretty big around here. There's a bunch of little grubs. You got the little hustlers. So you got like the magnums and then like the minis. Glow in the dark. That's pretty cool. A bunch of stuff here, man. If you just like had a lot of time, it'd just be fun to look around and see what is here. We got some spinner baits. Holy crap, dude. 9-inch wild eye swim shad. That is also pretty big. Dude, this place is, I'm telling you, this is underrated for big lures. This is the 7-inch diesel minnows. That is freaking huge, man. These are honkers, man. Look at this color, too. That's actually really interesting. The Golden Boy. I don't know if I've ever seen this brand. Slider Tails. This is the candy bar. Dude, oh my God. I didn't even see this behind it. What the heck? Holy crap, dude. I might have to get that just because of how freaking like look at that thing, dude. What jig head or like how do you rig this, dude? Let me know what you guys would try to catch with these. It says saltwater on it. I'm sure maybe like a big freaking flounder, or like maybe if you go like deep sea fishing, or I don't know, maybe I don't know. I'm not really in tune with the big old grubs, but that looks crazy. Maybe we'll have to come back and do like a big baits saltwater video. I like some of these out. The one thing is that the big baits definitely come with a big price though. I don't know how much we're trying to realistically drop today. I just want to get something that's big. Holy. You know what I'm saying? Something that's big and makes sense. Not like this. Alright, we're gonna get these 12-inch worms. We will try these big old Senkos. I don't know the price, but we gotta get one of these. Dude, it's so stupid big. If you haven't seen, we've actually done a budget fishing challenge at this exact store. I'll link it up on the screen. I really need to get more into this, especially saltwater fly fishing around here, like some redfish and stuff. Dude, that'd be so cool. Okay, so guess what? You know that big lure we got? I guess we got a couple of them, but the hard bait, you know there wasn't a price on said lure? Just guess. Just guess. In your mind, how much do you think that was? If you said $62.99 with 7% sales tax. Woo! Yeah, that's not only a bait that's big, it's also big in price. I mean, I will say it is cool. It's $62. To be honest though, I've never fished with anything like this before, so I mean, it'll be interesting to see, you know, is a big expensive bait even worth it? That is a lot of Chipotle burritos. It's a lot of Wawa hoagies. That is like 62 $1 Walmart spinner baits. I better not freaking cast this thing off or lose it or something. This challenge just got a little bit more intense. Florida is like the land of water. Pretty much any part of Florida you go to, there's gonna be a lot of little ponds around everywhere. And that includes these little communities. Pond. It's no secret, right? Down here in Florida, there are some freaking big fish. We've caught some, which is freaking sick, but there's so many communities like the one we're in right now. We got the bike out. We're gonna try to ride around. There's so many ponds. I don't know if there's fish here. I don't know if we can fish here. I don't see any signs. Let's see if any Berthas are hungry. All right, here we go, man. This is going to be the first pond we fished today. The overall goal is obviously to catch, you know, fish on the big lures, but in spots like this where I don't even know if there's fish, we might be wasting our time, you know, throwing big baits, especially, you know, if there's not any fish in here. So I think what we're going to do is throw something that I know can get bit. If I'm unsure, we're gonna cast like a Senko or something and just see if we can get bit, and then we can kind of go from there, you know what I mean? And there's like so many ponds around here, so we're gonna be kind of hopping around. Skirt! Let's go down this way a little bit more, and even though we're biking today, we're gonna be getting our steps in for sure. I was big back yesterday and got some ice cream so I could use it. We also have to be careful of freaking alligators. So this is a little overview. This is a nice looking pond. We got really beautiful trees. Looks like there's a trail going around it. We got a bunch of bugs yapping. Y'all could probably hear that. We're just gonna throw, hold on, let me hide the hook in here. We're just gonna throw weightless Texas rig worm out there, just a little worm. And as I said, man, if there's fish in here, this is like one of the, you know, easiest baits to fish in these Florida ponds. So we'll toss this around a little bit, just see if there's anything at all. There's a bunch more ponds, so if this one isn't really doing anything, we will find one that is. I want a better cast on this. Hold on. It's been a while since y'all seen freaking freshwater bass fishing First State, man. We've been doing so much saltwater stuff and creek stuff. It feels good to get back to some OG vibes, you know, going to the stores, buying stuff, breaking the bank, dude. Freaking $60. I cannot wait to throw that expensive big lure. I will say right off the bat, this water is really clear, but I can't see in it enough to see if there's even any like bluegills or anything going on. So we're just kind of like casting the Senko out, letting it kind of dangle down a little bit. This is actually a dinger. This isn't a Senko, but you know, same vibe. Cast it out, let it sink, especially next to all these pads right here. There's some nice grass. This just looks, you know, it looks fishy. Ooh, also got to watch out. I forgot, man. Freaking anthills. Sheesh. That's not good. Dude, imagine we did that with a big bait. Goes flying across the pond. Yeah, it might be a while still till they invite me to the Bassmaster Classic. All right, come on. Anybody in here? You know what? I actually still have my frog tied on this rod from when we went snakehead fishing. Anybody home? Hello? I understand like a bright pink frog probably isn't the most realistic thing to throw with super clear water, but show me a sign, man. See, that's what we got to be careful of right there. Big old freaking anthill. Sometimes you're just casting, walking. Oh my gosh, that's a really big one right there. Last thing you want to do, man, if you stay on that for like 5 seconds, that will not be a good time. This place is like loaded with them. Fire ants, snakes, gators. Things want to eat you down here. All right, let's keep biking a little bit. This whole area looks kind of newer. I almost have the vibe that maybe there's a chance like maybe this isn't stocked with any fish, or maybe, you know, if they did, they're like little tiny ones or something. Even small ones that would bite the freaking worm like this, something would be nipping at it. Even some gills or somebody. I'm getting ghost town vibes. Let's try maybe a little bit deeper. Hold on. See, this is what I was looking for, just a sign of something. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's literally fish beds all along these shallows. Now that, I mean, doesn't mean that there's bass in here or even bluegill. I mean, those could be like tilapia beds or something, but as long as there's a sign of fish. The wind's blowing a little less over here. I could see into the water a little bit better with these polar eyes. I just, I don't know, until I see something swimming, this pond is a question mark. All right, yeah, no, I think we've probably spent a little bit too much time at this particular pond to start off. It just looks so good, man. Like, look at this. Very interesting. It's just, I don't even see, like, there's no bluegill. Skirt! I think we're just gonna keep moving on this one. Whoa. Look how cool this is, though. And again, if you're like looking for spots, this just happens, you know? Sometimes there's no fish, sometimes you can't fish it. You gotta have a few L's to make that W feel even better, you know what I'm saying? Let's go try to find us somewhere else. Anybody in this pond? Again, the thing about pond hopping like this, that you never know what could be in here. And especially in Florida, like, dude, pond like this, man, you never know. It could be a freaking like 12-pound bass. Oh, okay, see, I see small stuff. Okay, there's like little sunfish. That is a welcome sign. Now, are there bass? Pond number 2, I'm not convinced there's any bass in here. There are bluegill though. We're inching up. Hello? Hello? Hi. Sleepy time? Oh, so sleepy. All right, so it is the next day. We're about to head out to some different ponds. Again, I had no clue if there's any fish in this community, so it was kind of good that we fished a bait that should get bit. That is kind of a community that's newer, so it kind of makes sense. Like, I hear all the time, if you want to catch big fish or a lot of fish, go to ponds that have been there for like a long time. That whole area was sort of just like recently built, and they're still building it, so maybe that's why, maybe there's just no fish. Anyway, it's kind of good because I was doing some research. So that expensive bait we got that we're about to go hopefully catch a fish with is called a glide bait. A lot of you probably knew that. I have never really used one of these before, but I was doing a little bit of looking online. People love this freaking bait, and kind of the interesting thing about it is this is like a cheaper option for glide baits. Like, they get double, triple, quadruple the price of this one. All right, so let's not waste any time here. Today we're gonna head out to the water. Wish us luck, dude. All right, here we go. So today we are going to be fishing this pond first. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, this pond has some stuff in it. All right, this is just one of the random ones we found on Google Maps like we were doing yesterday. The thing is, like, I know we're not wasting our time completely. Like, there's definitely fish in here. There's a couple types of fish too, which should be interesting if we could get anything to eat this. So again, I was doing some research. Wow, that is a big bait, dude. Oh, let's not hook ourselves. So that is it, man. Hopefully that knot is good. There we go. So I'm not gonna act like, you know, I know what I'm doing with this, but we did do a little bit of research. So basically these baits, they kind of do like that sort of thing. Very descriptive. I've never had a lure this expensive, nice. This rod should be good to throw it on. We're using it on braid, and then I have a leader for like 17-pound fluoro. Hopefully that's enough. Let's see what this looks like. This pond, it's up, like the water level is up. It's been raining every day. It's a little bit more murky. Oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh. Dude, that looks insane. Can you guys see that? Hold on. I haven't been here in a while. I don't know if there's any gators. There's never been gators when I've been here. That don't mean there's not gators, but look at this. Can you see the way that like, dude, this looks crazy. I guess that's the big thing, is you don't want to scare them with the sploosh. So let me know in the comments, am I doing this right? I feel like you could go even faster too. Oh my gosh. Dude, the side to side action is bonkers. Holy cow. Let's get it cast out in the middle. Dude, I could see this catching a fish. I would never, ever, ever go to a pond and throw something like this. Just like, it's, you know, it's not in my comfortability, and it, you know, it's a little expensive, but it looks so good, dude. Holy crap, that looks so good. It's like slow sinking too, so if you wanted to get down a little bit, just let it rest. Now, one thing with these baits, I don't know if you're supposed to like do this or just reel it like that. I'm just gonna do this for now. I don't think I even have the right gear ratio reel. I don't know if I have any of the right gear, but it's gliding. Anybody want to bite, dude? I can see why people, there's like a big fandom for these type of baits. I can see why. Just looks so good, and it's probably so fun to catch a fish on a big bait like this, dude. I mean, I can see why it'd be 60 bucks, man. This is definitely like the most realistic looking lure I've ever used. Question is, can we catch a fish with it? One thing I was researching about these baits is that they have a lot of drawing power. If there's fish, you know, 20, 30, 40 yards away, this might get them to come over to them. It's like a fish magnet. At least that's what people were saying. I don't know if I should fish this faster or slower. Let it sink more. I refuse to believe we're not going to get a bite on this. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't one of those ponds you go to and like every time fish, 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 fish. Even if you're throwing a Senko, it's just the fact that I know there's big fish in here. Not sure how aggressive this time of year they are. Not even sure where they are this time of year. I mean, you guys can see it's not the biggest pond. It ends over there and over there. So far, what I kind of get from this bait, it's kind of like when you're frog fishing and you're walking the dog. It seems like you almost want to do that, but like when it's under the water. And with this one, you can go slow, fast. It looks good. It looks good, man. The biggest question today is it because it's like, if it was smaller, would we have already got bit by something? If we get a bite, dude, there's a chance for something freaking massive. Which also kind of, I can see why people like fishing with this, because it also is like, adds to that suspense. Like if something bites your big freaking bait, like that's probably gonna be big back bass, dude, or something. All right, we're not done with that. We're gonna try something else here. All right, so again, going along with the big baits, I'm gonna try out these. So it says this is an okie worm floater. Look at that. Big old freaking worm. I don't know, this might actually be better in this pond. I wonder if like during certain times of year, if it's better to throw like a glide bait like that. Dude, this is so freaking big, man. All right, we're gonna try to hook it how we can. I think like when it's so big like this though, you just run the risk of them not getting the hook. So we do have a bigger, this is like a 6/0. I don't know, is that big enough? 6/0 EWG. All right. And that is, hold on, that is our worm. See if it does float. Yeah, it looks like it, kinda. Well, let's see. Let's walk over, stand in the shade real quick. I think that there's a possibility, since it's summer out, maybe these bass are lower and deeper. Maybe we weren't, oh my gosh. Dude, something's like going crazy on the top water. That's not bass. There are gar in here. I actually caught a gar on like a bigger bait like years ago. Anyway, I wonder, like I was letting it sink. We were kind of fishing that in all different kind of water columns. But I just wonder maybe if this would make a little bit more sense. The sun is coming out. It's getting more later into the day. Maybe we got to go low and slow. We will see. I mean, this is still a freaking giant bait. You would think if something bit this too, probably be on the bigger side. I guess the one thing is that it's been raining so much and this water's a little bit murkier, so maybe like a darker color. Like we have another worm that's like purple or black and blue. I don't know what the freak it was. Maybe that would do better. In this little stained water. I don't know, man. Again, any tips, any advice you guys have, leave it down in the comment section below. I am not, like a bass fisherman. We do so many different types of fishing. I feel like I don't specialize in any one thing. I just want to learn as much of everything as possible. If you guys haven't seen it, these ponds that we're fishing at today, I have caught some really, really, really big fish. Again, I just literally found these places on Google Maps. That just goes to show sometimes you find some good spots. Sometimes it seems like, I mean, there could have been fish yesterday. I don't know. It just seemed like there definitely wasn't any signs of life besides those beds, but I don't know. Literally, I saw nothing swimming, which was just weird. But in these ponds, man, I've caught some giant fish. I'll link a video up here of my personal best bass, which was from this year, 2024. We caught a freaking massive one. It seems, I'm pretty sure around January, like late January here, is when these fish get really fat, like spawning fat kinda, and that's when they like just blow up like balloons. And we've caught some massive ones around that time of the year. I've caught some big ones different times of the year too, but that was an insane fish. That's from this pond. So you'd have to think there's some big fish in here, right? What are they up to these days? Are they at the freaking beach? You'd think they want this beautiful buffet we're delivering them. All right, we're gonna keep casting around here, and then over there usually is a little bit better. We'll see. Try to go real low and slow on this one. frick, man. All right, well, this is a good opportunity to try this out. This is picoridin. See if that does anything. I heard about it from a guy at my RV park. He said, like, there's like these gnats you guys see all the time when we fish like saltwater and even freshwater. Like, if there's no wind, a lot of times there'll be these little biting gnats here in Florida. And he's like, dude, this is the stuff his like old lawn lady used to use, and he uses it, and it deters all those critters. So we're gonna see. I don't know, like, if I'd recommend it. Yeah, it's my first time using it. It's supposed to work on skeeters and stuff too. Oh my gosh, I just threw it over there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come here. Do not get off. We're skiing him. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. First one of the day, dude. Freaking finally, man. Ate that big worm too. Hold on. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Let me show you all that. Right at the side of the mouth. Big old Senko. Oh, dude, I was starting to think. I was like, dude, I don't know. I was like, dude, I don't know if it's gonna happen here. Okay, well, this is definitely interesting. First fish of the day. It's definitely a beauty, but it is definitely not, you know, that big. I'd say that if that thing was straight, that's almost as long as him, dude. That's such a go, buddy. Thank you so much. That is good. That is awesome. Ooh, we have been here for a pretty long time already today, honestly. Let's open these dudes up here. So this is even longer. This is 12 inch, so we're upgrading a little bit. I mean, again, we're just doing some experimentation. This has like a curly tail too. I don't think that these float like the Senkos or whatever they are just did. Had that hook and boom. This is the rig. I don't know if I showed you what we were using. I don't even remember. We have a little bullet weight and then the hook and then the worm. That is an even bigger. Look at that freaking worm, dude. That is a big worm. Let's see how this looks. I have to imagine. Oh yeah, it stands out a little bit more. Dude, we could be on to something. That was literally right when I cast it out over that way. He took it right on the drop. Oh, that's a relief. I was a little bit worried. I mean, we spent like a lot of money at the store on big stuff. I was like, dude, I'd be a little sad if I didn't catch anything on the big stuff. That worm that we just caught it on, that's like twice the size of what I'd normally use my comfort bait. Just to put that into perspective, like usually I throw like a 5-inch Senko or stick bait or worm or whatever, just 5 inches. That was 10. This is 2 more than that. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that tail action. Looks pretty good, especially in this darker water. That darker color looks pretty interesting. There's so many planes flying today. Come on, man. Somebody eat this foot-long worm. You know what would be kind of interesting? Let me know down in the comment section below. What lure did you guys catch your biggest fish of all time with? Especially bass. Is that 8-pounder, honestly? I think that came on the 5-inch Senko. It's just that thought process. Like, dude, if I was throwing 12-inch worm, would I have caught, you know, was there even a bigger one down there? I mean, at least with that first fish, I'm just not convinced so far. The big worm catches big ones. Like, I wonder if we would have already caught more and possibly better fish if we were throwing something smaller. Oh, there we go. 12-inch worm. Oh my gosh. Okay, a little bit better. A little bit better. Get up here. Ooh, right on that freaking, dude. I threw stuff at that already. Oh yeah, big worm. Pretty decent fish, man. Heck yeah, dude. We're really getting them too. There we go. Hook has been lodged in them. Okay, definitely a little bit better, man. Is it because we had a little bit better, bigger bait? I don't know. That is a possibility. There we go, man. Heck yeah, dude. Whew, if you guys go down there, hit that thumbs up button. This has been a lot of fun, but it's definitely been a grind between yesterday going to all these ponds and today we've been at this one for a long freaking time. I mean, that's a really solid one right there, man. Heck yeah, dude. Let's let you go, buddy. Thank you so much. There he goes. Right on that right there. I was earlier I was casting the glide bait right around that. I was like, dude, that looks juicy. No bite on the glide, but he freaking munched. Big old worm, dude. Oh, that's so cool. All right, let's get a few more casts right around this thing. There might be more. This is honestly, if you look around the pond, this is the only like shaded kind of cover structure. Anyone else over here? Even if there were, they just saw their freaking buddy got ripped off the couch. I don't know how inclined they'd be to bite us. Whew. I guess if this video shows you and me anything, I mean, don't be afraid to throw big baits, especially the worms. I really want to catch a fish on that glide bait though, dude. It's gonna eat away at me until I catch a fish on that big freaking thing. We will do it. We will get it done. I feel like there's better times of the year though to throw that stuff. I think the best thing would be to come out really, really early, or really like right before sunset, or even like after sunset. Probably get more action on something like that in the summer when it's so hot. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That looks like a perfect. Anybody right there? There's like a little hole right between this. All right, here we go. Uncut. It's gonna be a fish. Let that sink down to the bottom. Low and slow. There's a nice turtle under that tree right there now. All right, nothing on that one. Let's try to the right. A little bit right there. Holy crap, did you hear that? Something's getting busy. All right, focus. All right, I'm finishing up editing this video. This was a lot of fun, man. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Do big baits catch big fish? What are your big bait experiences? It is definitely one of my goals in life now to catch a fish on that big glide bait. That $60 is not going to waste. But yeah, man, this was a fun fishing experiment. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. Also, man, again, if you guys have any tips, especially for that glide bait, let me know down in the comment section below. I appreciate the heck out of all y'all. And thank you so much again for watching these videos. If you guys enjoyed this one, there are 2 videos on the screen right here. You probably like those ones as well. As always, man, thank you guys so much for all the freaking support. By the way, I'm starting to post now more on Facebook. I do Instagram, TikTok, and now we're starting to post on Facebook. So if you guys have Facebook, search up FirstStateFishing. If you want to show some love, I don't really know what I'm doing over there, but yeah, I'm trying to learn that website again, man. It's been like so long, but again, thank you for all the support. All I gotta say, man, is let's keep this rolling. Thank y'all for watching. See you next video.